Coach Gilbert. Another big win over a good opponent. Now it's for everything. Now starting conference play. First, just go back to the Alcorn game, and after you look at the film and things that you thought about that game.
Yeah, well, we're excited about a win and a big win at that, and being able to do it in front of our home fans, and like we talked about with military appreciation, being able to appreciate them and honor those that currently serve our country and that had. So that was huge honor for us as well. But a good win against a good football team, and like we knew going in, those guys that played for the SWAC championship, the last 5 years won 3 out of 5. We knew the type of talent they had and what they had, and so we knew it was a good win and something we could definitely build off going forward, especially starting conference play this upcoming weekend against Abilene, which is a good opponent as well. So a lot of things to take from it, a lot of positives that we can build on, going forward.
I guess, were there any, out of the things that you saw when you watched the film, what were one or two things the main things that you saw from the game that you want to take from improve going forward?
Just execution. That was probably the number one thing. Just seeing some things executed the way that we needed to get them done, and areas that we coached them to get it done, and just need more consistency with that throughout the entire football game. So those are things that we're able to pull really in all 3 phases. That comment covers that. But just excited about getting back on the practice field tomorrow and getting rolling.
You saw for like 15 minutes of the first into the second quarter, 3 drives, 3 scores. We saw what the offense is supposed to be: quick tempo, a lot on first down. What changed in that, and what did you see on the film that was the difference between the success? And was it first down plays? Was it anything in particular?
Yeah, just execution. Not being able to go out and execute the play that was called and the scheme that was within the play. So those are things that we've obviously met on Sunday and started the correction process and the coaching process of that to now get back on the field tomorrow and get those things corrected. From a technique, fundamental standpoint, a scheme standpoint. So we can go out and do those things at a consistent level, at a high level, the level that we need them to get done at.
With the penalties, it took a while for you guys to get your first penalty, but I think it came late in the second quarter, and it was the one that wiped out Kyron's punt return for a touchdown. So, like, the penalties themselves decreased again, but there've also been some really, really big ones. I guess do you just keep continuing to preach on, I guess, just playing cleaner football?
Yeah, just talk about just being disciplined, just understanding, knowing the situation. And just being a smart player and doing those things, because the one thing we're going to do week in and week out is play physical, play fast, play with a lot of effort, and like I've quoted before, there's a thin line right there with teams that do that.
Your defense controls the game. The 2 wins, especially, the score ends up closer than it is for most of the game, but. Is that a thing on the offense, not being able to run out the ball more than the defense?
Yeah, definitely get in that situation where we were. You'd like to be able to just control the clock right there in the rest of the game and not put those guys back on the field. And that's something, going forward, we've got to be able to go do in those critical situations like that with time on it. That kind of time left on the clock.
Do you change anything in your offensive thinking in the last 5 minutes, or do you want to stay with the up-tempo?
It just kind of depends that exact situation of what it is. If it just depends the situation. You could go both ways right there.
When it comes to Kyron with the punt returns, it seems like he's kind of a boomer bust sometimes. Like, he can give you something like a big punt return, but he also kind of had a little bit of trouble fielding punts. Is it something where you didn't keep him returning punts? Do you ever think about putting somebody that may be a little more sure-handed back there?
No, he didn't have a problem fielding punts. He got ran into twice. So that's why you saw it look like anything like that. That's what those issues were. Have 100% confidence in that kid. That's why he's back there. He's dynamic with the ball in his hand. He'll continue to be our punt return.
Moving ahead, defensively, you guys look in pretty good shape. They ran 83 plays, but only averaged 3.6. Where are you, though, offensively as you head into conference?
I mean, really, in all three phases, our guys went out defensively and played well. Those guys are continuing to get better and executing, what Coach Gush is doing on that side of the ball. But I think in all three phases, we still got room for growth and improvement. That's special teams, offense and defense. Those guys have played well on that side of the ball defensively. Those guys have done a good job. Need to continue to execute at a high level, play with that physicality and effort that we do. And then same on the offensive side of the ball. We got to continue to grow. We got to continue to get better. And that's where, get back on the field tomorrow and start that process going forward.
Now you have Abilene Christian. They just, pretty tough loss that they got and put up 31 against North Texas in week 1. But I guess, what do you know about them just on the field standpoint?
Coach does a really good job over there. He's been, comes from a really successful Division II program. He's had success there at ACU. They're doing a great job. It was a tough loss last week against Central Arkansas. I mean, it, went down to a field goal, got beat, 31-30 right there late in the game. Quality opponent. They play North Texas, who's a really good football team. So very quality opponent. Good on offense, good on defense, sound in special teams. A team that's playing really well right now.
For you, how will it feel just on a personal level to be going back out to, just kind of the general area, West Texas, where you're from?
Yeah, I mean, home is home. Anytime you get an opportunity to go back that way out in West Texas, it's always good. I know, family and friends are coming over to Abilene for the game. Still know quite a few people in Abilene, Texas from when I coached there at Abilene Cooper. So just excited about that, get an opportunity just to see people and, share the experience with them.
Are you going to be expecting to see probably a pretty desperate team? They've already lost one conference game. Does that mean that, especially with the long bus ride, you guys got to be ready to go almost from the start?
Yeah, I mean, I think whether they're, they're coming off that loss or whether they're coming off a win, I mean, the thing we can control is us, and that's what we got to go, when we get on the field tomorrow, we're thinking about the McNeese Cowboys and how can we get better, what can we get focused on, making sure tomorrow's, the best day we've had yet, and that's where our focus will be. We understand and know the ride we got going out there, and the trip out there. I think we spend. I think it's a great opportunity for us, as a football team, to be around each other, be with each other that amount of time. There's some positive with that as well. So again, from a focus standpoint, we got to focus on us, look at us, and continue to get better.
With this offense that you run, how important is the first play of every drive? Because it seems like that sets the tempo of you throw an incomplete pass, everything kind of slows down and stops. You get a quick hit for 5 or 6 yards, you kind of get into rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, I think like anything, you want positive yards on first down, and just continue to climb from there. I think that's within any offense. I mean, I don't think that's any different with ours. You're always looking for just positive, plays as you go throughout an entire series.
Have you been able to speak to Darius? I'm sure he's been in the hospital. Have you been able to talk to him since Saturday night?
Yeah, I actually saw him Saturday night in the hospital after the game, and his spirits were good. We'll lose Darius for the season. We'll get him back. Very similar situation with Seabird. Yeah, I mean, as this week goes on, we should find out more information about him. But we won't be having back this season. Great kid. Unselfish kid, really good kid. I'm glad that he, number one, is going to be healthy and recover from it. But number two, that we're getting back.
When it comes to the third down offense, I know you've mentioned execution. Is it just a case of you need to do better on first and second down to help the third down conversion?
It's a combination of. I mean, if you just kind of like that question, just being ahead of the chains, being ahead of the sticks, so you don't get yourself in long, yardage situations on those third downs, and just being focused and being able to go just execute and finish those plays. We went back and obviously looked at the third downs, and we've got to execute better, and we've got to finish plays because we had plays there that we just didn't complete, we didn't finish.
And after 3 games, you're done with non-conference. Would you say that the team, you and the team, are where you want to be going into the conference play?
Yeah, we gotta, we talked about it this morning, in the staff meeting, just about, just evaluation and continue to go forward and bringing our guys along and just continue to see, and get those guys to reach their full potential of where the evaluation over the last 3 games has been. And then continue to develop depth as we go on. That's the next thing. You're getting at the point where, guys have now been in it, spring, fall camp, and then 3 football games. So guys are getting a really good understanding of the scheme, all 3 phases of what we're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be doing it. So just continue to grow those guys, in all 3 phases, and that within that depth, we're continuing to develop depth.
All righty, Coach. Appreciate it.